Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a big thumbs up. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I'm just gonna jump right into the questions. There's no need to babble like I love to do. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, number one, how has your anxiety been? My anxiety has been, it's anxiety. I feel like it's been around about the same. School and everything is really stressful, so it just makes my anxiety like a lot worse. This week has been really hectic for me. It's the last week of school. I have a lot of projects. Like currently, as I'm sitting here, filming this, I have like 2-3 papers due this week, and I'm also leaving for Guatemala on Saturday. So I have to finish all my papers by Friday. Today is Tuesday. So right now I'm a little bit stressed. My eye has been twitching all day. That's the level of stress I'm at. My eye has been twitching. It's really like a small thing, but it really is quite annoying and a little bit like painful sometimes when your eye's like spasming. Probably too much caffeine, probably too much like, stuff going. It's doing it right now. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Every time it twitches, I'll like say to Adam, like, look, my eye's twitching. And then as soon as he looks, it stops, so. Yeah, no one has actually witnessed my eye twitch, but it's been doing it all day. My anxiety has been like kind of OD this week, but in general, it's, it is what it is. It's anxiety. How do you balance going to school, being married, and YouTube? The truth is, I feel like I don't that well. Like, I feel like I have to compromise one for the other. So I don't feel as committed to YouTube and social media in general as I would like to be, just because if I fully commit all my time to school, then my job suffers. But if I fully commit all my time to my job, I definitely will not get all my schoolwork done. So it's very difficult. I think I also compare myself to other influencers a lot more than I should. And I'm comparing myself to influencers who, number one, have a lot more help. These influencers have photographers on deck, they have managers, they have publicists, a lot more help than I do. I recently just got a manager. It's been so amazing. You guys don't understand. Up until like a month or two ago, I did not have a manager. I didn't have anyone helping me with anything. I was doing everything by myself. And if you aren't familiar with like content creating, it is very, very, very difficult to do it without help. And that combined with school really had me struggling. I really don't understand how I've been doing it for this long without help, but you definitely need help. And I'm actually working on trying to find a photographer because it's getting to the point where I need, pictures taken constantly throughout the week. I need help. And my husband works. He can't always be here to take my pictures. I don't live with my siblings anymore. My siblings used to be the ones to take my pictures. I don't really have anyone around to like help me with that. So I really need to just look into like hiring someone, because truthfully, I feel like I've dropped the ball on my job, and it's really difficult to get good grades and also put out good content at the same time. Next year, well, I'm graduating, inshallah, on time, hopefully. So I'm thinking that I'll have a lot more time to devote to social media. And there's so much that I want to do that it's just really hard to do while I'm in school. So hard. A commuter student, full-time commuter student, and a content creator, it's really hard to do both. I really feel like I've been slacking, and I feel like my engagement has gone down, and I'm really trying to fix that. I'm really trying to do damage control right now and get all my numbers back up and really start working on it a lot more. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Tips on studying. I'm a senior in college and I still don't really know how to study. One trick that really works for me, because I have the attention span of a squirrel. Like, I legit can't focus on my homework for more than probably like a half an hour. It's really bad. I have to take frequent breaks. Snacks really help me. I also can't do my homework without background noise. I know a lot of people have to do their homework in complete silence, but I have to have like a movie or a TV show, music, something. Oh my God, my eye keeps switching. Something in the background to just, create some sort of noise. I grew up in a place where there was always noise. You grew up with siblings and we had a noisy household. There was always something making noise. It's really hard for me to focus because I just got so used to that. So now that I live, with Adam, it's just us two. It's really quiet in here a lot. So I have to like create my own background noise to study. What do you and Adam want to become in the future? What is your career path? Well, I'll speak for myself. I intend to have at least 2 businesses in the next like 5 years. Let me not get ahead of myself. Let me start with 1. Work my way up to 2. Definitely want to be a business owner in the next year. I'm not gonna speak for Adam. Adam has a lot of things that he wants to do, but I'm gonna wait until he's on my channel just so he can, if he chooses to express those things. But we both have actually talked about, you know, our own future business ventures. We both want to have our own businesses at some point. It's just a matter of, you know, putting in the work and the time to actually make those dreams come to fruition. So yeah, that's what I want to do in the near future. Did you ever feel lost in what you wanted to do with school and work? Of course, I feel lost right now. People ask me all the time, like, what are you gonna do with your degree? Like, what's your plan? I don't know why everyone always wants to know what your like plan is. People who really don't even know you that well will be so quick to ask you,
what's your plan for the next 5 years? What are you gonna do with your degree?
It's like, I don't know, Karen. I really don't know what I'm gonna be doing in the next 5 years. I'm just trying to, you know, pass. I really struggle with just passing at this point. But you know what? C's get degrees. So at this point, I'm just trying to finish. I'm just trying to finish. That it is what it is. Like, I'm just trying to finish. Of course, I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do with my degree, but right now I really don't know. Like, I really have no clue. I don't know, like, if I'll even find something that I enjoy in my, you know, field of study. My first goal is to get a degree, and that's what I'm trying to do. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. How was keto? Did you reach your weight goals? I was thinking about trying it. So I did not fully reach my weight goals, but I did lose weight. I was planning on doing a whole keto video, but I guess I'll just explain it in this video because I really don't feel like doing a whole video on keto. I'm kind of sick of talking about it. My goal for starting keto was to keep my carb intake under 50 grams and to also work out while I was on the diet. And my goal weight was to lose 15 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds. I wanted to lose at least 10. 15 was kind of what I truly wanted, but you know, that's kind of unrealistic for a month. I don't want to share my weight because I weighed myself for the first time in like a couple months and I am so huge. Well, not so huge, but like I gained a lot of weight. A lot of relationship weight, a lot of fat, not going to the gym weight. I just felt like I needed to change my eating and also work out. I did a lot of research on it and me and Adam both did it. It was a lot easier because he was doing it with me because obviously we live in the same house, we eat the same things. So doing it with him made it a lot easier, a lot easier not to cheat because you had someone else kind of there to check you a little bit. I didn't start really seeing changes until like the second week, and overall I lost around 8 pounds, and I don't know how much of that I've gained back. Difference in my body that I noticed was that my stomach was on flat. Like I said, I didn't really work out as much as I should have. I probably worked out a total of like 4-5 times within like the whole month. I definitely could have lost way more weight if I had been working out while on the diet. So if you are gonna do the keto diet, then I suggest working out if you have like weight loss goals. I think, you know, I lost a good amount of weight considering I didn't really work out that much. I think the main thing is just sugar. When you cut out sugar, the weight drops off you. Like, I definitely noticed that when I cut out sugar, it was so much easier for the weight to come off. When I did go to the gym, I noticed that like I felt like the results I got from the gym lasted way longer. Like sometimes when I go to the gym on my regular diet, I'll go to the gym and then a couple days later I'll still feel flabby, still feel like not fit. But while you're on keto, I feel like everything, all the energy and all the fat you're burning, it stays off you and it's just so much more effective. I really wish I had the patience and the discipline to do a diet like that for more than a month, but I really don't. I just don't, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, but it was interesting to do, and if you're like up for the challenge, I say go for it. When did you get your nose pierced, and any tips on how to make it clean? I got my nose pierced when I was 15 years old. It actually got a keloid on it not long after I got it pierced, and I ended up going through this whole year-long like battle with this keloid. I couldn't get rid of it. I tried everything. I tried salt soaks, I tried so many like products, saline products, I tried aspirin, you know, patches when you like make a paste out of the aspirin and like pack, like it got infected. It was always irritated, it was always infected, and there was a huge keloid. And then I remember I went on vacation with my mom and my sisters and some other family friends. We went to like this cabin in the mountains, and we were just kind of there for a few days. So I was pretty bored, and not bored, but like, you know, I had a lot of time. So I remember one day I was in the bathroom and I just was picking at my nose for no reason. And I picked at it so much that my keloid, this kind of nasty. If you want to skip past this part, go ahead, because it might be a little TMI. But I basically flipped my keloid inside out because I, you know, messed with it so much. Once it was flipped inside out, like something in my brain just told me to like keep going. I shouldn't have kept going, like don't do this, it's really bad. But I pretty much had tweezers, which I had enough sense to sterilize the tweezers at least. And I started basically picking at the skin, and I eventually ripped it all out. So I pretty much ripped off my keloid, which is kind of like cosmetic surgery. Like a lot of people go get that done by doctors, but I did it myself. And after I ripped it off, it got this huge scab on it. It was like purple and blue, so ugly. And the scab stayed on my nose for like a week. And then eventually the scab fell off, and then there was nothing. It was literally just my nose. It's been like this ever since. There's a little teeny tiny indentation on my nose. Like it's very not even noticeable, but pretty much there's nothing there. And yeah, that's how I got rid of my keloid. It's legit like, you know, flat there. I just suggest go to a really clean place. Make sure the person doesn't use a gun. Make sure they use a hollow needle when you're getting your piercing, and just be really clean with your aftercare. Don't play with it too much. Don't put a hoop in until you've had it in for, I think it's like, is it 2 months or 6 months? They tell you when you're allowed to change it, so don't change it before you're supposed to change it, because I mean, it's a foreign object in your face, so obviously your body's gonna like reject it. Also, if you're allergic to a lot of metals like me, make sure you're using like real gold, real silver and stuff, and you should be fine. Have you ever entered an uncomfortable situation during an influencer event? Girl, let me tell y'all something. I live in Maryland. There's not many influencer events in Maryland. Really don't have that many opportunities to go to them. I don't get invited to them really. I feel like when you live in a place like New York, LA, Atlanta, there's way more, you know, stuff going on. There's way more brands that are based in these areas. So if you're an influencer in those areas, you get a lot more exposure and a lot more invitations to those amazing influencer parties that I don't really get, nor do I even have time. If I did, I probably wouldn't even have time to go. I've been to like a couple, never had like an awkward encounter though. Like I said, I really don't go to them. I don't get invited to them. This question is from one of my friends. What the hell happened to your laugh lines? What do you do and how do I do it? Girl, my laugh lines are still here. They are still front and center. You can see them. Like they're pretty, like, they're not that bad, but the main thing I do is just set them like crazy. I just like pat all the powder around there. But yeah, you can still see them. I still got creasing. I still got all that. Also, the primer that you use is really important. I've been using the Hydro Grip primer from Milk Makeup. Girl, that primer, it grabs onto the foundation. Like it grabs it, okay? They really made such a great product when they made that. Like it really does grip your makeup. So make sure you're using like a good primer underneath, and it'll help your laugh lines a lot. Did you expect married life to be what it is? To be honest, I really don't know what I was expecting. I think I was just so focused on getting married that I didn't even really think about what it would be like. I kind of realized through Adam telling me and my family telling me that I'm a control freak, which I kind of always knew I had some control freak tendencies, but like I'm really a control freak. And being married to someone else who's not a control freak, I really had to learn to tone that down. Like being married has really showed me a lot. I don't want to say like being married has showed me all my faults, but it's definitely showed me a lot of things that I could do better. And it's important to like take responsibility for your actions and like know when you are wrong. And I think me being the oldest of my family and me having to step up a lot. I'm the type of person where I feel like I can do anything better than anyone else could do it, which is really bad. But like in my mind, like if anything's gonna get done, I'm gonna have to be the one to do it. Like even at school, when I have group projects, I'm just like, y'all, I know what I'm doing. Let me take the lead on this. Like, I feel like I don't want to put all my trust in someone else to do something all the time because I feel like they're not going to do it right. So that's also a really bad characteristic of anxiety, me just being so anxious that I'll just do it myself, which in turn stresses me out because I put so much on my plate when it doesn't need to be all on my plate. And marriage is a partnership, and so I kind of I'm still learning to like let some of the reins go and try not to be so controlling about things. Adam has some control over the way our life goes too. It's not just me. So yeah, sometimes I have to check myself and just kind of back off a little bit because I definitely can be a control freak, even when it comes to little stuff. Yeah, so in that aspect, I think married life, other than that, married life is like fine. Like, the best way I can describe it is like, it's like some days are super shitty, like they just suck, and then other days you're like obsessed with each other. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Like each day is different. You each have your own stuff going on. You each have all your own things going on in your head, and you know, there's bills to be paid, there's things to be bought, it's so many moving parts. So each day is different, and yeah, each day is different. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Lately I've been watching Jayla Majette. She's really entertaining. I love her. Shout out to you, Jayla. I've been watching Nazanin Kavari a lot. Arnell, Armand. I watch The Real. Like I watch clips of The Real on YouTube. I don't actually ever watch the show. Bree Hall, Aaliyah J. Yeah, I just watch whatever's entertaining. I actually don't really watch makeup related videos that much anymore. I prefer to just watch lifestyle vlogs, house tours, any type of lifestyle content. I really enjoy watching those. Why didn't you have a wedding? That's blunt. I didn't have a wedding for a few reasons. The main reason is that I just realized that I don't like being the center of attention, number one, and number two, I don't like planning things. I planned me and Adam's engagement party, and I also planned our nikah, both which I think they were like, oh, they were okay events, but I just am not that great at event planning. Like the little details, there's too many little details involved, and I really don't want to plan a wedding because I couldn't even really handle the stress of those smaller events. Like I really couldn't. It's expensive. Like I feel like if I was to plan a wedding, I would want it to be extravagant. I would want everything to be perfect, and I would definitely hire a wedding planner, and I don't got the money for all that right now. I'm gonna be straight up real. The type of wedding that I want, I can't afford right now, and if I could afford it, I would definitely like buy a house, or you know, I would be investing in other things. I would not give myself a wedding. You know, I get that it's just one day, you know, you're gonna have those memories forever, but like I never truly enjoy myself when I'm the center of attention. Like I love going to weddings and I love celebrating other people, but I realize that I don't really like people, like I don't like all the eyes to be on me, which is weird because growing up I've always loved attention. I've always loved being the center of attention. I'm a Leo, like, you know, I like people to pay attention to me. It is what it is, but I realize that like at events, I really don't like it. Like my anxiety is on 10 at events. A lot of things just went wrong with my other events that I planned. Like every time I plan anything, something always goes wrong. And even if the good outweighs the bad, my brain is always gonna remember those bad things that happen. So it's really made me like not wanna ever do that again, especially not for a wedding. I did want to have wedding pictures though. That is something that I really wanted. I really wanted the whole full-blown white dress. I wanted to have a really nice romantic background, and that's exactly what I did. I scheduled a shoot for me and Adam. I basically planned everything, ordered the dress, helped Adam pick out his suit. I chose the location that we took our photos at. It was kind of like months in the making to plan that shoot. because I really wanted everything to look really good. We did take the pictures in the cold. That was the only thing that was kind of like, because it was freezing. And this is not the time of year to be doing like photo shoots outside, but they were so worth it. Like, even though we froze our butts off, the pictures are so pretty. If you haven't seen my BTS video I did, you can see like us taking the photos, and you can actually see some of the photos in the video. But make sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to like ever see our photos or anything. They're all on my Instagram. But yeah, that's the main reason why I didn't have a wedding, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I feel like if we tried to have a wedding, our lives would be upside down. We have so many other things going on right now that a wedding would just not, it's just not plannable. What are your thoughts on dating being haram? I'm conflicted. You know what, I'm actually planning on doing a full video on this with Adam, so I'm gonna wait till that video to talk about this. Do you have any regrets getting married so early? No, I do not. When do you want to start having your own babies? How many kids do you want to have? Are you pregnant yet? Why is there so many baby questions? I don't want no kids right now. The truth is, you guys, I really love babies. I really do. Hold on, my door is unlocked. I don't play that, hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of kids questions that I kind of just have been skipping over, but I don't want a baby right now. I honestly would be kind of freaked out if I did get pregnant right now. Like, it would honestly kind of be just bad. Yeah, this is not the time. I do love children though, but once you have a kid, there's no going back. Like, that's like 18 plus years of your life that you're just, you know, basically stuck with this kid. Your life is kind of gone. Like, your life becomes the kid's life. Everything you do is for the kid. Me and Adam joke about it a lot, but it's honestly not funny. Like, it's really not. I have baby fever, but it's not like genuine baby fever. It's just like, oh, babies are so cute baby fever. You know what I mean? What does marriage actually feel like? What advice would you give to singles? Marriage feels like you're living with this person. You've agreed to, you know, be with them for essentially ever. And half the time you want to smack the living crap out of them because they're so annoying. The other half the time you're literally like obsessed with them. And it's the same, it's probably the same for them about you. And that's literally what marriage is like. Ever consider moving to another country where you don't know anyone? Probably. I mean, it depends on like what the situation was. I wouldn't be opposed to it because America sucks anyways. Like, I don't want to live here forever. I definitely want to experience other places. Rate your keto experience. There's so many keto questions. I rate like a 7.5. One brand of makeup you will never purchase or support. I will probably never, ever buy anything from Jeffree Star. That's just on that. Like, I won't. I know, you know, all the stuff he's done, he's apologized for, and there's so much drama surrounding his name. I don't even really want to bring him up, but since the question was asked, I am. I'm not buying anything that Jeffree Star makes, produces, puts his name on, anything. I just won't. I feel like there's so many other brands to support. There's no need to support him. You know, I feel like he's just so like, I don't know. And I actually used to watch Jeffree Star. I used to support him. I used to like watch his channel, but nah, I don't think I'll ever buy anything by him. How many siblings do you have? I have 3 younger sisters. They are 18, 16, and 14. I always mess up their ages because I really don't know how old they are. Is it true that because your eyes are green, everyone thinks you wear contacts? Of course. Did you ever doubt Islam or have a moment where you weren't so sure about religion? No, not really. There was never a moment where I doubted my faith. Have I felt lost and not as connected to God as I should? Of course. There's even times now where I feel like that, but I've never doubted my faith ever. I'm really grateful to my mom for the way that she raised me. She really taught me a lot of important things, and I intend to raise my children the same way my mom raised me. She never forced anything. She never tried to like make me believe something. She just kind of taught me the truth, and she taught me not just about my faith but about other faiths. And I think it's just important to be, you know, knowledgeable about that. What's your favorite makeup brand? At the moment, my favorite makeup brand, it might be Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place might be my favorite at the moment. Their stuff is kind of bomb. What would you say was the most challenging thing to adjust to after marriage? I think just living together. That is the most challenging thing. Living together changes everything. Me and Adam are in our first apartment ever. This is the first apartment that we ever had together. And I do love our little apartment. It's really cute. But after living with Adam for, it's been 6 months, we need a bigger place. We're planning on getting a bigger place. Probably when our lease is up. Our lease is almost up, I think. I think we have like a short lease. I don't know. But we're planning on getting a bigger place next year because we both agree that this is a good starter place, but we definitely need more space. Like we need at least 2 bathrooms. We need more space. When did you start wearing the hijab, and are you ever tempted to remove it? I started wearing hijab when I was in 6th grade, which is kind of early, but I've told this story before. I pretty much begged my mom to let me wear it. And my mom didn't ever want to, she didn't want people to think that she forced me to wear it. It's the assumption that your parents forced you to wear it when you're really young and you wear hijab. So my mom didn't want anyone to like think that was the case. She just really wanted me to feel like a kid, and she didn't want me to start wearing something so important and so symbolic at such a young age, because she just felt like it was a big responsibility, which it is. But after, you know, talking to her about it and, you know, showing her that I was really committed, she let me. Yeah, I have never felt tempted to remove it, but I have felt like I wasn't always wearing it the best that I could. There are so many times where I question myself and I'm like, is this truly modest? Is this truly a reflection of how I want people to perceive me? Like talking about like what I'm wearing. I sometimes will look at myself and doubt, you know, my outfit choices. Am I wearing hijab to the best of my ability? My relationship with hijab is mine. So even if I struggle with it, it still helps me. It still reminds me to always think of God. And I think that's why I haven't felt tempted to remove it, because the goal of hijab is to bring you closer to God. And we have to keep reminding ourselves of that, because you're not wearing it for anyone else. You're not wearing it for everyone on Instagram who's trying to tell you how to wear hijab. You're wearing it for God and for yourself. So yeah, it helps remind me to think of God always. And even if I'm not wearing it perfectly, even if I'm not always doing everything to a T, I think that it still is a reminder to me. So no, I've never felt tempted to take it off. But the truth is, y'all, if something like 9/11 or something happened again where like Muslims were in danger, if I lived in a place where it was dangerous to wear hijab, I would 100% take it off. Like I don't think it should be a safety thing. But other than that, no. We have identical glasses. How did you lose the other ones? I actually didn't lose my other glasses. I have 2 pairs of glasses. One are prescription. I have pretty good eyesight, but I do get night blindness. And I do have like anti-glare on my glasses. So if you're someone who like looks at screens a lot, if you're a student, I look at screens a lot, and especially for my job as a content creator, I'm always on my phone or on my computer. Get some blue light glasses. They are really, really good for protecting your eyes. I haven't had really bad migraines at all since I bought them. I get them off Amazon. They're like $10 to $20 for a pair of glasses. I actually used to buy, there's this one set on Amazon. I'll link it down below. They're black glasses. You can get a 2-pack of black glasses with the blue light lenses, I think for $20, and they're really cute. All right, you guys, so that is all the questions that I have to answer today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave me a comment down below if you have any other questions for me, and I will see you in my next video.